Doctor Who, Story by Story. Downtime Review. Just the Facts. Downtime is the name of an independent spin-off from Doctor Who that was released on video in 1995. The film was made by Real-Time Pictures and was written by Mark Platt, who had previously written the 1989 Seventh Doctor story Ghostlight, and directed by Christopher Barry, a veteran classic series director whose work extended right back to the original Dalek story in 1963. The film served as a sequel to the two Second Doctor stories The Abominable Snowmen and The Web of Fear. Cast. The film stars Nicholas Courtney in the lead role of Brigadier Alastair Gordon Lethbridge-Stewart, reprising his role from the original series, the character having been first introduced as a colonel in The Web of Fear in 1968 and last seen in the 1989 serial Battlefield. Courtney is joined by Elizabeth Sladen, reprising her role as former companion Sarah Jane Smith, last seen in the 1983 20th anniversary story The Five Doctors, and Deborah Watling as former companion Victoria Waterfield, last seen in the 1968 story Fury from the Deep. Jack Watling, Deborah's father, reprises his role as Professor Travers from the 260s Yeti stories. Geoffrey Beevers, well known to Doctor Who fans for his portrayal of the Master in the Tom Baker story The Keeper of Traken and a number of Big Finish audios, plays Harrod Haraldson, a homeless former RAF officer who joins forces with the Brigadier. Perhaps the story's biggest contribution to Who lore is the introduction of the Brigadier's daughter, Kate Lethbridge-Stewart, played by Beverly Cressman. Cressman reprised the role for a later real-time production, Deimos Rising. Plot. The Great Intelligence has returned to Earth and taken over a sinister university, which is presided over by the Doctor's former companion, Victoria Waterfield, and which is being investigated by another former companion, journalist Sarah Jane Smith. Meanwhile, the Brigadier, who has just retired from teaching, is being plagued by sinister nightmares that the Intelligence and its robot servants, the Yeti, which he met back in the 60s in his first encounter with the Doctor, is back and may be hunting him for an old keepsake of that encounter. Trivia. Because of the nature of the independent film, questions still linger over the canonicity of Downtime to the rest of Doctor Who, though the film maintains continuity with the original series Yeti stories, as well as the appearance of classic series companions played by the correct actors, and even links with the new series via the character of Kate, even despite being recast in the modern show. When attempting to contact UNIT, the Brigadier and Sarah used the codes NN and QQ, which were the production codes for the 260s Yeti stories. Although Downtime was made 6 years after Battlefield, it actually precedes it in the Brigadier's own timeline, with him only just retiring from teaching and having not yet married Doris. Sarah continues to work for the Metropolitan newspaper, as mentioned in The Time Warrior and Planet of the Spiders back in the Pertwee era. The film was released on VHS in September 1995 and novelised by original writer Mark Platt as part of Virgin Publishing's Doctor Who Missing Adventures line in 1996. Downtime finally made it onto DVD in the November of 2015. Reaction. The film has a mixed response from fans, partly because of its nature as an independent video release spin-off. Many fans have not even seen the film, and some may even still be unaware of its existence, with others doubting its canonicity despite its extensive continuity links to both the classic and modern series. While some fans appreciate Downtime for the chance to see some classic characters back in action, others have criticised it for its cheap visuals and production values. What I think. I like Downtime. Don't get me wrong, it's flawed, mainly because of the very, very low budget. The Yeti in particular look really crap. But it's a decent story, and it's got a nice lead performance from Nicholas Courtney. It's nice to see Liz Sladen and Deborah Watling again, and I still vastly, vastly prefer Beverly Cressman's version of Kate to the walking block of wood that we got in New Who. I think Downtime definitely doesn't deserve anything less than a big smiley B.